Hello, my name is Elizabeth and I am here with my teammates Charles and Vivas. In this video, we'll show you how to set up your Google Ads account and how to launch your first campaign so you can reach more people to promote your programs and services. So before we actually go into the Google Ads platform, we recommend that you go into this Google spreadsheet in Excel so you can create all your ads in one place, get all your information together, and it's going to be easier once you go into Google Ads. It's basically just copy and paste. So as you can see here on the screen, we have our negative keywords, the title of our ad group, the keyword list for our ad group. Then on the right, you'll see the different headlines, the URL paths, the landing page, and the description of the ads, as well as some assets that you can add to them. For example, some site links, callouts, structured snippets, and images. So depending on the ads that you will be running, you'll need all these assets or not. But yes, just going into the spreadsheet, filling in that first, will set you up for success when you go into the Google Ads platform. Okay, so now after we filled in our Google Sheet, we can go to ads.google.com. So you already have an account with Google Ads. Just use the credentials that you provided to us to log in. And once you log in, you'll see the screen that I'm showing you right now. Now, to create a campaign, we'll just click on this icon right here on the upper left corner, create, then choose create campaign. Now, it is asking you to choose an objective. You have to decide whether you want to drive sales online, create new leads, or you need website traffic. So for this example, we're going to go for website traffic. Then we click on continue, and then it's asking you to select a campaign type. So Performer Max, you need a lot of data for it to be running efficiently and more control. So we recommend that for beginners, they choose the search option, and that's what we're going to do. Then we click on continue, and it's asking you to create a name. So for this one, website traffic, search, and for example, if you're doing a campaign for your campsite, just write that, campsite, and click continue. So just basically a name that makes sense for you. And then I just want to make a comment that all these settings that we're doing right now can be changed and modified after the campaign has been published. So not everything is set in stone. Once you choose them, you can always edit it in the settings. Now, as I was mentioning, we got into the bidding. So depending on what you focus on, either conversions, clicks, impressions, and the goal that you selected previously. So because we went for website traffic, we are going to be focusing on clicks. And then here you can let Google choose the amount that it costs you each click, or you can set a maximum your own. So in this case, we're gonna go for $2. And we are just going to click next. And we are getting into a very important section of the ad or the campaign creation, which is selecting the area that you want your ad to run in. You can choose all countries and territories. You can just choose Canada, or you can enter another location for more specific targeting. So if you go into the advanced search, you can choose London, for example, London, Ontario, and then you can see here in the screen that is showing you the area that your ad will run in. You can also choose radius if you want, so for a more specific area. And for example, here we want to target Komoka. And we can choose also if it's miles or kilometers and how big the radius is. After you chose the location, languages is just English. And we're going to move on to the next part. This keyword and asset generation is something that Google offers you, but since we already have all of our things in that spreadsheet, we don't need Google's help, so we'll just click skip. And this is where our Google spreadsheet comes in handy, because it's when we are creating our ad groups. So all the information that we put in here, like the title, the keywords, headlines, we're just going to basically copy and paste it into this form in Google Ads platform. So you can see the keywords, the final URL, the display path, the headlines, descriptions, any images, the business name, the logo, site links, callouts, and all that good stuff. Once you copy and paste it, click on next. It will ask you the budget for this campaign that you want to spend each day. It is recommended that you choose a lower amount between $5 to $20, just so as you get more data, you can optimize it for better results later on. So in this example, we're going to choose $20. Click next, and this screen is just showing you an overview of the ad that you just created. So we can see here, well, we will be able to see here all the ads with the headlines and everything, and a publish button once it's ready to go. So once you have it all in, make sure you click on publish, and that's it. Now that we have created our first campaign, we will be brought up to the overview page. So right here we'll see the general information of how our campaign is doing. In this graph, you can always change the metrics that you're looking at. For example, clicks, impressions, average cost per click, cost, all that stuff. Depending on the goal that you chose, you're going to choose the metrics that you want to see on this graph. For the example that we are doing, we chose clicks, conversions, click-through rate, and cost. As I mentioned before, when you created your ad, all the things can be changed and modified, and that can be done right here in campaign settings. So if you click on it, you can change all the previous things that we did. So if you have to adjust anything, that can be done. If we scroll down in the overview page, you can see your demographics based on gender and age of the people that are seeing your ad, how your ad is performing based on the day of the week and the time of the day, which devices are seeing your ad, such as mobile phones, tablets, computers, all that stuff. Now, the next tab is recommendations right here. In that one, Google is going to give you some suggestions on how you can optimize your ads so they are more visible and maximize the goals that you set up for it. So you can go over them, see if they are useful for you, apply them or not, it's up to you. And then if we go into the insights and reports, we recommend looking at the search terms one. This one is very important because the search term one is showing you what people is searching on Google and what are the words that are triggering your ad. So for example, here we can see that people are looking for London tree program, evergreen trees for sale, privacy trees Ontario. So all these keywords are triggering the ads that we're running right now. If you see any keyword that you think doesn't align with what you're trying to promote or to your ad, you can just click on it and add as a negative keyword. The same goes if you see a keyword that trigger the ad and you like it but you don't have it on your list, you can add it as a keyword as well. So that's a good thing. You can also look at when and where ads were shown right here. And the auction insights tells you basically who you compete with in the ads in the bidding. So for example, here is treecanada.ca, your main competitor for those tree planting ads. Now if we move into the campaign tab right here, you'll see the campaign that you created. You can see all the different ad groups that you have in, and you can see as well, if you click on an ad group, you'll see all the keywords. So if you click on the assets tab, you'll be able to see and change all the assets that we added earlier for our ads, such as the images, the logo, the business name, the site links. So a very useful tab if you want to make changes as well. And I believe that's it for now. So another tab that I want you to pay attention to is the keyword tab right here. This tab will show you all the keywords that you have under your campaign. It'll tell you how each keyword is performing based on different metrics such as conversions, cost, click, impression, click-through rate, all that stuff. If you want, we have three different types of keywords. We have broad match, exact match, and phrase match. So if you want to change any of the keywords, you can just select the ones you want to change, click on edit, click right here on change match type, and then do the appropriate changes. Another tool that we find very handy is our keyword planner. So if you go to tools and keyword planner, Google will help you discover new keywords that you can add to your campaigns based on the volume search of those keywords and the data that Google has of all the keywords that people search. And I believe that's everything for the video. I hope this was helpful for you to learn how to set up your account, how to create your first campaign and make any changes if needed. We will provide you with more resources that you can look at for more information. But that's it. You should be able to create and modify your ads.
Thank you. Bye.